consommé, we have one with mushrooms, onion, with some mushroom and onion bits of chicken. We're going to use some foie gras with that, which is one of a more ethical foie gras. Rougi, they actually come, the ducks come in to be fed. They are voluntary come in to be fed. They enjoy being fed. They love food.
Volunteer.
Yeah. So although they do have a tube put into their mouth to be fed, they obviously enjoy it. I don't know. Anyway, so I've been told. But we have had people go out to see this from here, like Paul Jervis. He's been out to Rougi and looked at the process, and it is as ethical as we can be for goose liver. There is a place, and duck liver, there is a place in this is in France, there is a place in Spain that is more ethical, and they don't use a tube, but the ducks are fed constantly, so they still have a very enlarged fatty liver. So we're going to go with the chicken consommé with the mushrooms. We're going to do little brunoise as vegetables as well, because tomorrow you're going to do brunoise as vegetables for your exam. Okay. Action-wise then is we need to boil our potatoes. Keep these separate because we're going to do a little bit of pickle. These ones we're going to wash and prepare. These need to be peeled. Okay, so just peel them whole. Don't want them cut in half at the moment because we're going to boil these. A good brunoise, so we're going to use some celery, some carrot, and some leek as well. You've got some leek over there. Okay, and just do about two tablespoons of brunoise. Okay, there's some shallot over there. I'd say you'd need 2 each shallots to chop up roughly. Okay, at the moment, and then I'm just going to build up the preparation. Okay, so with the onion consommé, you're going to need some to brown off, and well, you're going to caramelise it all. So you may as well. I've done 1.5 onions for me.
Each.
Okay, so you need to cook this slowly. We're going to put some garlic in with it as well. We'll do. I think we'll do 2 garlic. Just slice it. So. Going to be a base, so you need 2 of these each because you're going to put it into 2 reductions. Brunoise, this is for garnish, so you just need about 2 spoonfuls each of those. And then this is a rough chop. It's a mirepoix, but it's small because we're going to mix it with egg white. I've got egg white here, but we're going to do it slightly differently as well. Okay. Your potatoes, when they're done, if you mash the potato, make sure it's very dry. Yeah, so once it's
steam dry.
Yeah, steam it. Yeah, don't put it in water. You need to make sure it's dry, and then we'll make the gnocchi dough. All right. So the more traditional way is to use the hot stock. Now you can see that the stock at the moment is. It's got a bit of grease on it, it's cloudy. So what we need to do is clarify the stock. We need to make it clear. So this is a very traditional recipe. So we in here we've got the onion, leek, so base vegetables, mirepoix vegetables. So mirepoix vegetables can be big for stock, yeah, or very small for consommé. So it's just a rough cut. You can mince this. You can do this on the machine. It's fine. Now, because what we want it to do is we're binding it with egg white, and then it's going to lift up onto our stock to make a clear broth. So it's going to form a crust. So we're going to use. I'm not going to use all of this. I don't want to touch it. It's just minced turkey actually, but I asked for chicken, but they've sent turkey, which would be Still a really nice flavour. Egg white is liquid protein, yeah? So when protein goes into anything hot, it coagulates, it sets, yeah? The protein sets. So because we want this to set, it's gonna, when it starts to set, it's gonna bring all of the impurities in the stock together, yeah, and into a crust on the top. Okay. You don't want it boiling. You just want it hot. You just put
the white wine and egg, white egg.
Yeah, egg white, 1 cup of egg white.
And put the white wine as well.
Just white, egg white. Yeah. So you're whisking it to make sure that all of that liquid egg, all the egg white, is distributed completely. Okay. Then we leave it on a gentle heat. Now what we want to do is we want to bring this up to the boil very, very gradually. Yeah. If we boil it too much, then what's going to happen is it's all going to break up and it's all going to go into the stock and it's going to make it cloudy. We want it clear. So what we want to do is form this crust on top, and we want that crust to set. And now this is again, so I'm saying, a traditional way of doing a consommé, which you need to know and understand. And this is the way that I want you to do tomorrow. Okay, because it's important that you understand how to do things correctly. This is going to be for our onion stock. So also in this, sorry, I was just going to add a little bit extra. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this out. And we're going to add some flavour. So this is a different one. Okay, so we're going to add some Madeira to this. And this is just adding the flavour. So we're just going to make it more oniony. Okay? So just reduce it down a little bit. Just get any sediment off. Obviously, the more colour you get, the better on this. But we've got made quite a nice coloured stock here anyway. Okay. Just going to add this to this. Now, in this time, with this, it's important to stir it. Because if we don't stir it, what will happen is it will start to come up, but it will go to the bottom. So the egg will set at the bottom and you'll get a crust at the bottom, which will burn and it will go a horrible flavour. So you need to be stirring it throughout. So that's about right. Okay, so for this one, we're adding another flavour. Okay? Now this will cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. If I cook it forget about it, and I cook it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, the flavour is going to change dramatically, and I can tell. Yeah, so when I taste it, I will tell if it's overcooked. Okay, so you need to be careful with that. This one we're going to carry on. Cooking and caramelising, so we're going to use it as a stock. Okay, just going to leave that. I'll leave that to cook slowly. So we're going to make a compote with that, so that's fine. So just keep going with that one. Okay? Right, the next thing is we're going to make a different type of stock. So we need another pan, a larger pan. So you need these each, really, this size or this size pan. There are some in your cupboards this size as well. Let me just transfer. So for this one, we're going to use cold stock, and it's got like little pieces of fat veins in there that are not very nice. We're going to use some of this for. What you can do is if you just spread it out, and because it is raw, it doesn't look raw, but you want to just take these little veins out, okay? So Try and take as many of them out as possible. You'll find that it just starts to melt in your fingers. Push it through a sieve if you want to make it really smooth. And half the mushrooms. Okay. A little bit butter as well. We're gonna whisk the egg white, put a little bit of salt in there. Salt the egg white. I'm gonna add a small spoon of tomato puree in there. Cold egg white that's been whisked. We're going to do a little pickle for this as well, which has got equal quantities of vinegar and sugar and water to it. So 40, 40, 40, or, and the mushrooms. Completely covers it. You just want to push it aside so you get an air pocket to come up. Okay, so you can see the clearness underneath. All right, and you just want it on a simmer, and we're going to simmer that for like 40 minutes. Okay, so you have got 20 grams of butter, which really is better if you put it into the. It needs to be a soft butter. 60 grams of parmesan. 30 grams of egg yolk, which is in here, and 100 grams of flour, 500 grams of potato. If you didn't put the butter in while the potato is hot, you need to then mix it in so it just distributes nicely. Okay, so it should be a nice stiff dough. I make quite a lot, so tomorrow so you're going to make like little pillows like this. Okay. Yeah, you can shape them differently. A little bit longer. I'm not really happy with this one too much because its strands have gone everywhere, so I may try and whisk some more egg white into that. Okay, but that one's okay. I don't know it through at all. You can see that's nice and clear now compared to what it was looking like. Okay, so I'll put that in any sort of excess grease on it at all. And if you've made a decent stock, it won't have it. It won't have too much at all. Okay, catch any extra pieces. Okay. A cupful vinegar. Yeah. Raw. Okay.
Ooh.
I think I said five pieces, but you just
No Hollandaise sauce.
no hollandaise today. No, we had enough of hollandaise. Parsley. And you want a little bit of.
No. What sauce was in that? Egg?
Just drain it off because it's going to go into the gnocchi. You can get more colour on it if you want. Taste it first. It's better if you don't put the pepper in until like you put everything together. Now I'm just going to get pies ready. Now normally you'd put the garnish on a hot plate. Because it's small it will start to warm through anyway, but you could, I'm just going to flash this through the oven. The herb, chervil herb. It's a nice hot
얄쌍하게
pot.
생긴 거.
Okay. This is a pickled one. So a little bit of the pickle, and then you've got a contrast of flavour. Don't want the stalky bits at the time in there. Then just serving it in a bowl, just on its own. Yeah. Now that obviously this is one we're doing today. This one I'm going to do. This is a slightly different one. Have a look at what I put down and creativity. You're doing a poach though, then and again we're going to add a little bit.
So this is what we need to do.
No. It's just gonna. But you can see like that from the oils from that is going to go into that, which is fine.